In the dark corners of Gotham City, there is a villain. While his goals and identity may be unknown, the most intriguing question about this madman is the riddles he leaves behind. Puzzles that stump the greatest of minds. What are his motives? Who is this criminal mastermind that dares challenge the fabled Dark Knight? Well, these questions are not meant for the likes of us. However, this green fiend of Gotham is known by an alias. He is a deviant genius, and his name is the Riddler Enigma. Yeah, man! Welcome to the Frickcast and to the Dr. Squatch Limited Soap Guides. Today we have the Riddler Enigma, a bar that will have you feeling like Gotham's greatest intellectual. This is of course one of two bricks that are part of Squatch's collaboration with the Batman film, featuring Paul Dano as the Riddler, and this is his brick. Just a heads up, I'll be referring to the Batman counterpart throughout the video, but we of course have a separate sub-guide if you're interested in that bar as well. Now, it's time to see how Batman's latest nemesis holds up. Now, I must ask you, is your brain big enough to comprehend this elaborate concoction? Who am I kidding? You're watching the Frickcast. Of course it is. So this awesome looking green brick has a number of unique ingredients, the highlighted one being the sinister Devil's Plaything. This high IQ ingredient is otherwise known as nettle leaf, a plant that has been used medicinally since ancient times, as a remedy both ingested and topical. In the case of our bar and skincare, it's anti-inflammatory and full of vitamins and antioxidants. It treats skin conditions, heals, reduces pain and inflammation, as well as tightens and soothes. Next up in our felon brick, we have felon herb, known more commonly as mugwort. This herb is another long-used ancient medicine. For our purposes though, it is also thought to have skincare benefits such as healing and pain-relieving properties. Last but not least, we have goldenrod powder. This ingredient has a lot of benefits and is often used against skin ailments such as eczema, as well as joint issues. Goldenrod is known for its anti-inflammatory and pain-relieving properties. Altogether, we have a brick that seems designed to heal and relieve battered and bruised skin. Perfect for the Riddler after he gets the frick beat out of him by Batman. Now, as for the mysterious scent this brick has, what could it possibly be? Have you cracked the code? Well, if not, don't worry, neither did I. Though we do have the bar, and I can tell you that it's green apple. When opening the collection box, I found that the Riddler Boy's scent was stronger than the Batboy, though the dark brick did regain some ground when I actually used it. So in short, this bar has a strong, Granny Smith smell to it that's rather refreshing, much like having a villain that's finally not the Joker. Unlike the Bat brick, the Riddler brick has 0 grit, so it's not as rough and lacks its exfoliation. However, you still get a nourishing bar, even if it's not one of the best out there. The ingredients do cleanse, leaving you with healthier, glowing skin, as bright as the Riddler's green spray paint. Now, I do think this bar makes for a worthy adversary to the world's greatest detective. Its strong, apple scent is one that has been long awaited by Squatchers, and hopefully one we'll see again. It's a great scent that carries the bar, but the soap itself also holds up quite well. As for its ranking in our temporarily altered Batman villain tiers, it's a Paul Dano's Riddler. Funny how that works out. For both, it's a good, refreshing performance. Even if it's not the greatest, it's certainly rather nifty. For comparison, I think the Batman, as he always does, edges out his riddle-spewing foe. It is something else entirely. I do prefer the Bat brick personally, but that doesn't mean this green boy is bad, because it's not at all. It's just a middle-of-the-pack soap that has its gimmick, but doesn't stand out all that much. The Riddler Enigma makes for an intriguing bar that's not afraid to challenge those above it. However, despite its ambition, it just doesn't quite manage to win every fight it picks. Overall though, I really enjoy this bar, and could easily see many falling in love with its delicious apple scent. If you're a Batman fan or like the smell of apples, I'd recommend nabbing this bar while you can, as well as its pretty badass limited time box. Otherwise, I wouldn't say you're missing out on much, although I'm not sure when or if we'll see this brick or collection again. That's only my opinion though, and I'd love to hear yours in the comments. What do you think of the mysterious Riddler brick? Do you think it holds up against its adversaries? Or do you think it is a rotten apple? Let me know if you managed to get your hands on this brainiac brick. When faced with superheroes and great detectives alike, there are few that can go toe-to-toe with these observant and powerful authorities. but this cunning mind is willing to challenge the world's sharpest intellects.